I think maybe he should get off Twitter and actually listen to what I'm saying at the dispatch box.
Yes, our toxic Kemi Banenoch and Henry Staunton. Who do we really trust? Well, after our Business and Trade Secretary had made full use of her parliamentary privilege in a statement in the House of Commons yesterday, Labour MP Kevan Jones had this question and a little bit of social media advice.
The Secretary of State says that Henry Staunton's accusations are completely false. Therefore, we've got to accept that. The issue around the letter that Nick Reed wrote to the Chancellor, the Lord Chancellor, about over-convictions, mentioned the issue around 300 people possibly are going to be, in quote, guilty. Now, she just told the House that those people, sorry, that the investment body didn't instruct him to do that. Well, Henry Staunton said he didn't tell them to write that. The board didn't know about it. So who did? And can I ask that in the openness and transparency that she should produce all of the correspondence between UK investments and the Post Office? And can I just say to her, she's accused Henry Staunton of lying in public. Well, the only reason we can actually judge that she is telling the truth is if we actually have all the information out there. And can I just say to also, from her obsession with tweeting, when she says people are jumping on the bandwagon on this, some of us have been involved in this for many years, on a cross-party basis, working with people like her colleague, the member for Malton, and for Malton. And can I just say, that's quite insulting. But what her tone today will send to the sub-postmasters, I'll say this, it's more cover-up, more ossification. So get it out there, explain what's going on, and give the information. Otherwise, you will not have the trust. It's just more of the same we've seen over many, many years.
Madam Deputy Speaker, I completely reject the assertions that the Honourable Gentleman has made. And this is the political point scoring which I talked about earlier, which we just need to stop. He is, rather than focus on the issue, he's talking about my tweeting. I think maybe he should get off Twitter and actually listen to what I'm saying at the dispatch box. He is talking about a letter which UKGI have said that they did not ask Nick Reed to write. So I think the question that the only possible answer is that Nick Reed himself decided to write that letter. I didn't ask him to write it. Post Office say they didn't. UKGI didn't. And these are the sorts of things, just trying to continue to make aspersions on ministers. We have made the Post Office an independent body. We have an independent inquiry, and the information will come out in due course.
No, I don't know whether she was in the right to go straight onto Twitter and go on the attack, but it wouldn't have been something I would have done, but that's just me. But Lord Arbuthnot, yeah, rather interesting name, but he had something really interesting to say on who these people will believe first.
Oh yes, and they don't trust anybody, and they've got no reason to trust anybody, and they will believe what Henry Staunton told us all in the Sunday Times, because that has been their experience, that they have not received compensation with anything like the speed or the generosity which they should have done.
Can we blame them? Now, Kemi Banenoch has form when it comes to misleading Parliament. Remember when she misled Parliament over the trade negotiations with Canada? And I'll leave the video somewhere around here for you to watch. But before you do go and watch it, who do you trust on this? Henry Staunton or someone who did this?
10 years ago, I hacked into, oh my God, it's about, hacked into a Labour MP's website. And I changed all the stuff in there to say nice things about Tories.
Maybe you should practice what you preach, Kemi Banenoch.
I think maybe he should get off Twitter and actually listen to what I'm saying at the dispatch box.
Yes, totally agree. But who do you trust here? Henry Staunton or our social media hacking, avid tweeting and known liar in Parliament, Kemi Banenoch? Let me know down below and I shall bid you farewell and take care, my friends.